Hey again, welcome back to my channel. This is day number 15th, as I said before, but there is a lot to say about this day. Why am I on day 15th? So go to here, I think it will be here or here. Go to the video where I explain everything. Why is it day 15th? What happened to me? What was it about? So today I'll be proceeding doing my practice, my speaking practice. I'll be proceeding doing the challenge. Not only me, but also you guys. Don't forget that this challenge is not only for me. You need to work with, you need to do at least something today, and it should take you about 30 to 40 minutes, like an average. It can be more, it can be less, but it's better to stick to this time. So again, if you're new here, this is a challenge where you and I are working on our English speaking skills every single day. This is day number 15, and today I'll be reading the book and retelling it. In my last video, I was doing this thing with this book. I've read 2 chapters and I retold them. And today I'll be proceeding doing this. So yeah, let's get started. 3 weeks earlier, a man called Uwe makes his neighborhood inspection. It was 5 to 6 in the morning when Uwe and the cat met for the first time. It was 5 to 6 in the morning when Uwe and the cat got up. It was 5 to 6 in the morning when Uwe and cat first met. The cat didn't like Uwe exceedingly, and the feelings were reciprocated. Guys, as you have probably noticed, I'm trying to retell word in word. And this is not something that, it's not how it usually works, right? When you retell something, you're not trying to say things word in word. You're just trying to convey the main meaning and say these things in your own words. So it is powerful too. You can do it this way. If you want, you can read the book in a chapter and then retell it in your own words. But for me, I decided to change it and do it this exact way, trying to memorize full sentences and phrases, because I think it will help me to speak more naturally, to pick up more phrases and words. Of course, I don't have a very good memory. That's why I have to look at some sentences and refresh them in my head and then retell them. But again, I think it's better than just retelling it in my own words. For now, I think it is better for me. It's just how I feel. So you can do whatever suits you again. But in my opinion, this might be more powerful. I don't know. I just think that when you try to recreate the original, it's way harder, but it's because it's harder, it's more powerful maybe. Really, he can just about admit it. But it's all paid for. There's not a penny left in loans. There is not a penny left in loans, which is certainly more than one could say for the close shores. Which is certainly more than what one could say for the close shores. Okay guys, that's it for today. It took me about 30 minutes to do this practice. I was reading line by line and retelling word in word after each line. That's how I decided to do it from now on. But I gotta be honest again, I think that these books, they are too sophisticated for me, and the language is too sophisticated, and it's pretty much difficult to read and retell such kind of books. So I'm not saying that I won't end up this one because it's new for me. I haven't read it before and I'm really curious about the plot, but I'm gonna do it in my own way, which is just reading, because usually I read books in English, not paying too much attention to all unknown words because there are not that many, but still there are some, and if I see these words over and over again, then I pay attention and I try to write them down and to translate them and understand the meaning of them. But I just read. I read for my pleasure. I read to, for the story, for the plot. And doing this practice, I don't have such pleasure at all because I have to retell, and I don't it kind of retrieves me from actually enjoying the reading. And I think that I need to change this whole approach. I think it's better to take some very, very, very short texts, like with very good words, which can be helpful, which can be useful. For example, in this book, there was a word which is like a phrase where they were describing a bicycle, and when they were describing this bicycle standing next to the wall, it was kind of described in a way like the bicycle was just again leaned up, bicycle leaning up the wall, like leaning up the wall. Leaning up the wall. I know what lean is, but I never used this phrase before, like leaning up the wall. And I think this is very useful if I want to describe something which is leaning up the wall, like bicycle or any other stuff. So that's why I noted it down, and I'm going to revisit this phrase, of course. And I think that I need to prepare like 10 different short texts for each practice and do like 10 different short texts. I think I can do it during one day. I can take one text, retell, then another text, retell, and there should be like one or two new words for me, not more, because I think then you just lose the whole point of doing this practice. So that's it for today. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, hit the notification button, and leave the comments below and tell me how is it working for you. Are you joining this challenge? Are you in the process of doing this challenge, and how it works for you? Yeah. See you in the next video. Bye.